That's from last week I listed that. That's the Blatt scene. This is now a Budweiser scene. If you watch the show, I unpacked this thing yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. They all blend together. But this is the original Budweiser with the pop-top cork bottles. Look at that. There's the cork. The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Welcome, fellow pickers, would-be adventurers. Dealer with the Crazy Picker Life. This is the Saturday edition. We're in the office today on Saturday. I always like Saturdays picking, but I equally like Saturdays around the house and around the office because it's a full day that I can get the most done of any day of the week. There's pretty much no school, and my wife Lon is home, and so it becomes a long stretch of time that I can pack a bunch of stuff in, and generally I can get to a point of relaxing around 11 p.m. and wind down, so that's good. I also typically get to see the family a couple times a day for maybe lunch and a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. Sometimes I get visitors, so all in all, it's a win-win. Now, today is a busy day. I'm going to be listing 10 items later today. I already packed some orders and got those down to USPS before it closes Saturday morning here. Wheeler's in here listing. Banana Peeler will be joining us later tonight, probably after supper. Let's see. I'm going to go home now and do some home repair projects that have been needing attention. I'm not going to list those out or talk about that too much, but there's a lot of transition around our house going on in general, and we are transitioning the garage from summer mode to winter mode, which means Lon's car, her van, has to go into the garage, and the garage is a area in flux. The kids are greatly involved with a lot of things coming in and out of the garage, and it used to be a place where we put a lot of cardboard, and that has changed a bit, but I've got to clean that up too. Okay, one thing I want to touch on just for a couple of minutes. You know, a lot of good comments coming in. This month has been different than a lot of months. Mainly for the reason I put a couple challenges out there. One sort of a business type challenge for myself, and one sort of a personal type challenge, and both have allowed me to see strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's been really good. I think for everybody that's watching, they're a little bit, I don't know if confused is the right thing, the right word, but certainly this shows a different side of our business and me and our personal life. I am full of energy usually, right? However, I do have energy drinks and coffee and some of those things from time to time, and typically it's one of those a day, except maybe on a Sunday. That would probably be an average of the last 10 years. I'd have something maybe once a day. And sometimes it spirals a little higher. Sometimes when I do a lot of traveling and driving and trips, it can go a little higher. Sometimes when I'm really pushing it, it can go higher. And it has for the last couple years, with some exceptions and some breaks and things like that. I also like beer. You know, I drink beer, and that can ebb and flow. Summer's a great time to drink beer. Listing items, great time to drink beer. Beer's good, right? So on a personal level, I took off of alcohol 100% and energy drinks and coffee and caffeine and anything else like that 100% this month, October. Today is the 22nd day. And I basically come off of it. It wasn't that easy. It wasn't that hard. It gives me a glimpse of where I'm at physically. It gives me a glimpse of how my brain is working without it. It gives me a glimpse of my health as a middle-aged person and my energy and stamina level. And I think if I went farther with it, if I really pushed my healthy lifestyle, I would see some pros out of that. The caffeine and the energy drinks, it's a quick fix. I know that. I also eat a lot of good foods. I also take vitamins and supplements and protein shakes and things for athletes and all that kind of stuff. And by things for athletes, I mean like green drinks and protein drinks and healthy energy bars. And by energy bars, you almost got to qualify everything. Bars that have good stuff in them, like high quality food dense. Okay, I'm pretty knowledgeable on the good food end thing, and I'm certainly knowledgeable on pizza. So I live in the middle and all that. Okay, we could go on and on, but the point is, it gives me a glimpse on where I'm at without that. And when you get that glimpse, when you take time to take a breath, it allows you to evaluate, make better choices, make choices in the future, monitor things, on and on and on. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now the same with the business. When I push it a little bit and list 10 items every single day, 10 or more consistently for, let's see, we're on 22nd of the month. We've got 15 days out of the 22 that we listed items in the office. Typically Sundays are off days. In fact, Sundays are off days for business and listing. Saturdays we've been picking most of them. This is the first one this month that we've been in the office, and we'll be listing. Pushing it like that allows me to see the forest above the trees and what I need to look at outsourcing, what I need to look at changing. And so again, that's a good thing. And I just happened to combine both of those at once. And so many of you said, "Oh, dealer, you look tired. Have you lost motivation?" Things along that line. We're concerned about you. I understand that. I appreciate that. I am tired. Try coming off energy drinks and alcohol and run a crazy life. You're going to be a little tired. Realistically, though, I feel pretty good, and I'm not too worried about it. It's manageable. I'm no more tired than I ever was. It's not as covered up. My makeup's off. Here's the real me. The curtain's drawn apart. I don't have my lightsaber. I just have my flashlight that looks like a lightsaber. You've seen the flashlight. So I'm still pretty energetic behind the scenes. I've been running and working out. I have to chase my kids around all day. I have to chase my wife around all night. I have to keep all the household things going. I have to keep the business going. We got a school that we run out of our house. I mean, it's a crazy life. The title of our show, The Crazy Picker Life, the crazy applies to my life. So this month was a great month to get a glimpse of what's going on. I'm excited about the future. There's plenty of things to change. There's plenty of directions to head. There's plenty of unexpected things coming. So that's it. I'm going to go home and pull out and put in a new toilet downstairs, which I bought at a flea market. Hopefully that goes well. I'm going to clean out our garage and get it rearranged so that Lon can put her van in on the other side of it. We're kind of getting ready and looking at how that's going to work when the new building comes. if and when that comes. And I say if because you just never know. We might stumble on a different thing or a different direction or change our minds. Most likely that's the plan right now, and we're looking at all the variables. And what else do we have to do today? Well, it's the end of the quarter. I've got a lot of school paperwork. I don't know if I'm going to get that today. It might be late tonight, or it might not be at all. I hope to get to some of that today. I'd like to get that paperwork taken care of, end the quarter, get the information in so we can get it back, and we start quarter number 2 in our homeschool on Monday. So always plenty to do. Deep breath, dealer, deep breath. I ain't no spring chicken anymore either. Sometimes I have to realize that. Although knowing that and slowing down are two different things, right? Okay, thanks for watching. 10 minutes in, that's not too bad. I kept it short. That's the monologue for today. Hopefully the next thing that's exciting is I'm listing 10 items. I hope I get to them early enough where I can enjoy them and not have to just pound it out. I like to take my listings and enjoy them a little bit. I really do. I'm in the office listing. So here's number 1. This is a Budweiser King of Beers Bubble Light. It's got some nice trout in there. And I just tied the cord up again. But let's see if I can reach it up here because it's pretty nice. It's got a switch on it. I gotta put that in the listing. I forgot. So it looks pretty good there. Hang on here. Let's get the old whippersnapper. So it really is nice with the way the letters light up and everything else. Budweiser, that's a really nice one. I've had some that the screen is all, the screen or the bubble is all scratched up. I've had some that have been all busted up and all that. This one's in pretty good shape. It's from the 50s, so we're looking almost at 70 years old, 65, 70 years old. That's pretty early for a lighted sign. This was one of the first home or home bar lighted signs available. Pretty cool. So I bought it for probably 70, 75, 80 bucks. I paid up a bit for it. I'm listing it at 180. I'm going to have to wait till a few sell or until somebody really wants one with a nice clear dome like this. I've sold them before for 130 to 150, somewhere in there. You just have to wait a little while. Okay, so that's item number 1. BP is in the house. And we got pizza coming in for supper. I got my garage project more or less done. I did not get the toilet in. So 1 for 2. Batting 500 this afternoon. A lot of work to get that garage to where it needed to be to put the car in there. Okay, I'm looking for number 2. Number 2 tonight is a Grain Belt beer from Perfect Brewing Water. Grain Belt beer clock. It does keep time. It's got a few dingers. It's vintage. I don't know how old. If I had to guess, I guess I would guess 70s or 80s. Probably 70s. The back and everything looks 70s or before. Got the hiccups. I do not remember what I paid for this. Maybe 60 bucks, maybe 65. I can't remember. It was at an auction and everything was going fast. I have not pulled that bill out to look at. I probably should. Maybe I'd have a better idea of how well I'm going to do or whatever. Listed at 140 plus shipping. Wait and see. All right, here is number 3. That's from last week. I listed that. That's the Blatt Scene. This is now a Budweiser Scene. If you watch the show, I unpacked this thing yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. They all blend together. But this is the original Budweiser with the pop-top cork bottles. Look at that. There's the cork. It says Budweiser, but it's all faded. And again, this is the Coshocton process. This whole frame, just like this one, is all metal. Everything here is metal, steel, front and back. Nice logo. Paid $370, paid up. It's going to be a rare bird, but to pry that off my wall, we're starting at $800 plus shipping. I will entertain offers as usual. I don't think I'll go below $550. At $550 plus shipping, I can make myself $150 after expenses. That's worth it to me. Plus, look at that. I get to enjoy it. My beer wall of cool stuff is coming together. Still got more work to do. Are you dizzy yet? That is number 3. Number 4 hung on the wall here. Dangerous to hang things on the wall and list them because they seem to sell, but mark this one up a little bit. Country Club beer, famous for its flavor. Getz, if you can see the Getz up there, it's a little bit rusty. MK Getz Brewing Company, St. Joseph, Missouri. Supposedly that brewery is working its way back into existence in the original bottling brew house, so that's kind of cool. There is nothing out there for big signs from them. This is thin steel. I don't think I would call it tin, but it is thin, and these just did not last even in our dry climate without salt. You can see that that's rusting, and so there is just not much left of these kind of signs. There you go. Bought it for $150, listed it for $699.99 on the that_air_guy, that air guy with underscores between the words. Got some good beer signs up there listed. Wham! Everywhere you go. Whoop. Okay. That is number 4. Okay, you know how you hate me to list test strips. Hang on. Had one over here to get the barcode off it for listing. Well, these are True Test. The ones I listed earlier this week were One Touch Ultras. One Touch Ultras, I pay $6 each, and I was selling those for $47 something and $39.99. These, unfortunately, are about a break even. I pay $5 for them. I'm just sort of locked in that for various reasons. And I sell them for $10 each free shipping, which by the time it's all said and done, I might make a couple bucks. But I have expenses, mailing checks out and all that kind of stuff. So these I do as a courtesy right now. These are all one date, 2019. So I listed one lot of 6. And then these are the same dates, and I listed 2 lots of 4. The reason I did it that way is that's first class. In first class, there's no priority mail involved, so I save a couple bucks there. 40, 40, 60, and that is listing 5, 6, and 7. Here is number 8, Schlitz. Move up to Schlitz, move up to quality. This is 1958, which would put it at almost 60 years old. It's an early light up light. It's in pretty good shape. It is missing a couple fasteners up here, which I just don't usually deal with that unless I have something on hand. It's got these fancy knurled fasteners, and so I just list that up. There's one listed right now for $270, $280, or best offer with a couple watchers. Some have sold cheap. I listed mine at $200 plus shipping. We'll see how that goes, right? Number 8. What's going on over here?
Filming a sick BP show.
What's that on your lip?
A new mustache.
Oh, you finally grew a mustache.
Yep.
Looking
It's so bent.
Looking so bent and sweet.
I gotta.
This is behind the scenes of the Banana Peeler Show. Number 9, that's right. It's another Schlitz sign. Schlitz on Draught, beer that made Milwaukee famous. I like this sign. It's got a clear plastic front on it. It's got a party scene. You got waiters with trays of beer. You've got Oompa Loompa dancers. You've got dancing people. You've got really yucky black stains on a few areas there that I couldn't get off. So if somebody's trying to sell one of these mintish for 3 something, I think I bought this for 80, 90, something like that, maybe even 100. I was hoping to be able to get that stain off, then I probably would keep it. Listed for 140 plus shipping. Number 9. How'd it go?
Pretty good.
Got all the cardboard broken down? Awesome. Hey, I hear you got a paper route. You snagged your route, and you start next week.
Oh yeah. Got to talk about that on my video.
Did you forget about it?
Yep.
Man, oh man, huh? Drinking some Schlitz there, are you?
Nope. I'm too young to drink.
Oh, you just use the Schlitz glass?
Yep.
Yeah, Paperboy man. We're going to have a busy next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me end my vlog. I found this somewhere. I'm digging around out there. I'm trying to find stuff, trying to stay alive. Here's a Primo beer, Old Fort Brewing Corporation, Port Washington. In fact, it's not Old Fort, it's Old Port. Port Washington, Wisconsin. Just south of where my wife Lon was living in Sheboygan. And not too far south from Green Bay, Wisconsin. 0 items listed currently for Primo beer. They sold a little beer opener at auction for $17 plus shipping. So not much left of Primo. I'm sure there's Primo collectors. Crate like this, a typical crate like this with no top, and you know, an average brand where there's multiple crates listed might be $75 or something like that. $70. I listed this for $129.99 plus shipping. I have a feeling it'll be snapped up pretty quick. It's I think it's pretty scarce. So there you go. That's number 10. Let's get a number. It's a good number. Do you get your number up?
Now I'm listening to Little Debbie.
Okay.
So it says here $41, but this one's plastic.
It's a banner.
No, it's a plastic little sign.
Plastic little sign. What's all around it there? Oh, I see. So it's a some sort of display. Yeah.
All the others sold are plastic.
Yeah, you can look around what the high and the low is. I'd start it at $29.99 plus shipping.
Yep.
You're going to have to work with me on the UPS, how we're going to wrap that up.
Yep.
How long is it?
2 feet.
24 inches exactly? No, you should use a regular tape measure. It's longer than 2 feet. Oh, surprisingly. So, write this down.
What?
Write it down. So got some paper? Yeah, write it on your item you're trying to sell. There you go. Write it right on front of little Debbie there. Write it right on there, on the sign. Make sure to mention the damage on the corners.
Yep.
26 by, let's see, what you said it was 24?
Yep.
Okay, 24 by 12 by 4. UPS.
UPS
Okay.
round.
Yeah. Okay, so my number is that. Good number. 2410, 10 listings. 2410, 10 listings. That's a good day. Obviously, I had some big signs in there, so that always helps. had something else in there that was reasonable. 2410. All right, we're gonna make 50,000 here. No, 10. We're at 36 before that. So I was doing a little thinking. You know, somebody had a question. You listed $10,000. How much is that has sold yet? It's, you know, it's been a little over a week now since we had that $10,000 listing day. We listed a lot of high-end things. High-end things take a longer period of time to sell in general. I would say of all the items I list, $300 or more, the average sell time for a $300 or more item on my Northwest Kansas site is probably 3 months. Some are a lot longer, some are maybe a little shorter. 3 months might even be short. I sit and wait. I sit and wait for that person to come along. I sit and wait for all the other competition to sell out. Whatever I have to do, it's an investment. I don't need to quick flip it. I'm not after the quick flip. I'll take it if it happens, but at my price. So, you know, it's same like today. Budweiser sign at 800. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even care. I like it. Country Club sign at 700. It's going to be a pain in the ass to bundle up and put a 2x2 wood frame around there and make sure that thing gets there. So I'll wait for the person that really has to have it. They'll really appreciate it. I'll enjoy it till then. I got 150 bucks in it. No big deal. So, what else? I don't know. I'm always trying to defend myself. I feel like dealer the defender. But really what it comes down to, here's another thought. You know, we had some people in the past, and a lot of times they want to learn from Wheeler cameras, watches, whatever. They want to know about cameras, high-end cameras, medium cameras, lenses. They want to learn. The way Wheeler learned to list what he's listing and how to find what he's finding, the way he learned that was through buying tons of stuff over a number of years and working it through. That's how you learn it. Now, once he had the stuff in his hands, he looked it up, he learned different things on other videos and things like that, but he didn't do video research beforehand for days, weeks, or all these training courses and then go out and buy stuff. He started buying it, and he did it as he was buying it. It's the same with these beer signs. I do the history research, I do all this stuff sort of while I do it. I can't really teach it. I mean, everybody knows signs are worth money if you can find them and buy them at a reasonable price. But you have to do it. You have to get in the game. Everybody like all my angles? Oh my gosh! Sometimes I feel like I'm low riding, and you guys are coming right up my brim. Oh my gosh! So it's just like this business. How do we ship 10 plus items every single day of the week that we ship, which is usually 5 or 6 days? And by 10 plus, it can range anywhere from 10 to 50, we didn't start that way. We just built it up. We just kept listing and buying and listing and learning and all that kind of stuff. You can get there, but it takes real work for a long time. That's just how it is. So when I defend myself, it's because I feel like I've earned it. I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm doing what I'm doing. When I list $10,000 in a day, guess what? That shit's gonna sell eventually, but it may not flip quick. I didn't put it at auction. And okay, let me just also say this. The person that asked that question, I know you meant no disrespect. Your question was worded in a very, very casual way, a good way, okay? It's just, I wish I had a better answer to tell you. I wish it was like, oh yeah, we sold 2,000 of the $10,000. But that's just not how our model works, and that's typically not how eBay works, especially with higher priced items. There, I'm better now. I need to have a beer once in a while. Believe me, I think it helps. Some extra calories in there too. I'm gonna have to step on the scale. I bet I'm losing weight. Maybe that's why I feel so great. Saturday, look at that, XXX, and then happy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not picking 6, 7 days left. Woo! And there's Halloween, and at Halloween, at the strike of midnight, think I'm gonna have a beer? I think so. I think so. I'd have to be pretty tired to pass that by. We'll see how that goes. Let's see how Wheeler's doing. I know he's got something going on here. Wheeler, what do you got going on? Looks like you got some listing going on today.
Yep.
Camera stuff too, boy oh boy, and your office looks cleaner. Whoa.
Just finished all these lenses testing and stuff. Unfortunately not as cool as I thought they might be.
What is that?
They'll be listing them super high, but you know, the CCTV lenses.
You pulled them all off?
Yep.
I thought we were cleaning out our office.
I was thinking about doing
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's...
Told me to get some other stuff here.
Oh, yeah, load up your office with some other stuff?
No.
Oh.
Get some fresh items in here so I go get all of them.
Anyway, you checked them all, every single one of them?
Well, these ones.
What are those?
Panasonic Goober ones we had like 7 of.
Oh, and you pulled the front off? That's the front of it?
Well, that's the lens.
And the body's the body?
Yep.
So we bought them for little bucks, and they're only worth a nickel.
Well, the only comparable I can find is listed for parts for like $290, I think.
$290 for parts, yeah, that's crap.
So as a TV lens, I think these are probably how you're going to sell them. They're not going to be for camera adaptation as I was hoping.
I see.
Which, it's possible on like a Pentax Q, which I wish I had mine right now, because I could actually test it. It's the one that got stolen in Omaha.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was able to test on my Sony thing. It's just so close to the sensor. It's just, it works, sort of.
Right.
But it's not a super useful lens for most people.
Okay.
But anyway, I should still be listing them at $350 or whatever each to see how well they sell at that.
$350.
There's not a lot of comparables, and there's a really high-end thing.
So
I'm gonna see if I can find any of them.
So something like that doesn't necessarily sell better, cheaper.
No.
It's just there's not a lot of buyers.
Nope, not a lot of buyers on them. Because I've seen one that sold at auction, untested, and is from Russia, apparently Russian Federation. They sold 4 of them at $180 each. Only one I could find.
So what were we thinking? They were going to be $1 million each?
No, it's about what I was thinking. They're just totally different than I thought they might be. They
I see.
Weren't where I hoped for cameras and whatever.
Not as wide a market.
Nope.
Well, that's a huge bummer.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yep.
So here's some manuals that we bought.
Yep.
Did you find any good ones?
Yeah, I definitely found some good ones. This was a pile here I was thinking about listing tonight, but obviously I'm running out of time, so that's not going to happen.
That's your good pile?
Yeah, just some random cool ones I picked out of there.
Interesting one?
Interesting ones that was going to list, but
okay.
Pretty cool.
Well, anything else short? Because I got to get this video uploading or we're not going to be able to quit.
Well, we still definitely have some good chances of having some good lenses. Like these right here are unmarked and pretty goofy looking, but those have potential to be big money still. So,
well, anything over $100 each is good money.
Yeah, which who knows how well they'll sell, but I guess the 4 sold at 180 quick is an indication.
Yeah, I don't know if
people who are looking for them
you
can't
need to
find
have
them.
those on some cardboard or something down there.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. I'll put them back in the tote.
No, yeah.
Okay.
You've wrecked my carpet at the other place.
Oh, I see. Worried about the carpet.
Well, yeah, you get a little grease or oil or anything on there.
But
no,
I'm wearing white pants.
Put some cardboard down.
I'll put it in the tote.
Put
it,
yeah.
Because I had them in the tote, but I didn't want to mess with the lenses, so.
I'm going to leave you now.
Yep.
The reason I'm bawling Wheeler out is right in the middle of his office, or not, it wasn't even his office, it was like a overflow room. He got some shit on the carpet, and the bill was $200 to clean it. There goes my deposit. And of course, who takes the brunt of that, do you think? So he's tried to do it like 6 times in this office already, with everything from chains from bicycles to, you know, camera shit. It's not that hard to put something on a table or on cardboard. So yeah, I get a little steamed at stupidity. especially when it costs me dollars. Okay, I'm over that too. Did I say I needed a beer? Okay, I don't need a beer. I want a beer. There is a difference. All right, how about we do this? Everybody that's watching, comment. What's your vice? Keep it clean down below. Make your comment. What can you not live without? What do you really like once in a while? What do you gotta have? What's your thing? The crazier, the better. I want at least 100 comments on this video. This is fun. This is fun stuff. We'll also see if anybody watches till the end of the video. Oh my goodness. So we got to quit a little bit early on Saturdays to relax. We quit at 11, watch a couple hours of whatever we're watching. We've been working our way through the 50 best Westerns ever. And we finished Once Upon a Time in America yesterday. It's a long one. It's like a 3.5 hour one. We broke it up. Tonight I think we're watching some Star Trek something or another. So anyway, I got to get this thing uploaded. Tomorrow, Sunday fun day. I think I've got the young kids in the afternoon. I think the old kids are going with Lon to some sort of musical thing that she gets tickets for and takes the older kids for music appreciation. See, we get out, we get cultured. Got to travel a little bit to go do that. Something else going on tomorrow. Ooh, we might break out the high quality Monopoly board and play some family Monopoly tomorrow night. So I better get some sleep too. Okay, dealer out. Pick well, list often. Yabba dabba.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.